scratch or not to scratch? That is the question now. Yes, that is the horrifying dilemma that every newcomer to the Balkans faces. In the EU, you are used to off-road parks, which have gardeners, which are regularly maintained, and the Balkan forest trails are completely unmaintained, often not used for years, sometimes for decades, and the vegetation has overgrown them. You would say, okay, I don't have to drive on the narrow ones, I'll use only the wide ones. But in that case, you are giving up on perhaps 95% of all the trails that you can use in the Balkans and probably all of the very interesting ones. So let's take a look what it looks like. You say that is bloody horrible. Well, actually, this is one of the more extreme grown-in trails, which practically nobody ever uses, except myself, of course. But even when you try to avoid such trails, you will always stumble into some bush, some branch, everywhere you go, and scratching is really something that you cannot avoid if you are seriously into overlanding. So you'll ask, is there something you can do to protect your car? Well, there is a transparent silicone foil that is good for about 3 years, completely invisible on the car, and when you take it off, the paint is intact. As I said, the silicone foil is practically invisible. Let's open the door and show you the edge. So you see here, that's the barely visible edge of the foil, which is over the paint. And when you scratch the foil, practically you don't see the scratches. They are much more discreet than when you have them in your paint naturally. Or you can simply adopt the attitude that scratches are battle scars of your off-roader, and that's actually a way to make an important difference from the city cars. So you can choose, the choice is yours. The Balkans is something like a candy shop for explorers. You will be so much overwhelmed by the options it gives you, by the freedom to go anywhere you like, to camp in the wild anywhere you like, that the matter of whether you scratch your car or not will very, very soon be completely unimportant to you, taking into account what you get in return. When I was a very young, I mean a very inexperienced off-roader, and when I initially scratched the Jeep that I drove then, I was, kind of stressed like any newcomer is, and I thought, well, what shall I do? My beautiful paint. So I bought myself a polishing machine. I polished it once, then next time I scratched the car, I polished it again, and after polishing it some 3 times, I realized, well, this doesn't make any sense. So I just let go and enjoy my beautiful outdoors in the Balkans. And my advice to you is just relax and do it.